All right, so we're back with Brian at Offshore Global Resources. One of the things I think a lot of businesses forget about is when you move to the cloud, they forget about the backup side of it, right? Because you still have, whether you're going virtual or not, you still have to have a good backup process in place. You were telling me that a little bit about earlier, about how you looked at backup in this analysis and how important that was, even though you were going to the cloud. Can you elaborate on that for the audience?
Yes, when we was looking at the cloud, one of the things that we were trying to decide is how are we going to maintain our backup infrastructure and how are we going to support our clients' backups. Here, obviously, internally, we had some USB drives, we had tape drives, we had disk-to-disk backups, we had all those things built into our system.
Okay.
But when we went into the cloud, we, sometimes it was a little unknown what we were going to do. One of the biggest things that sold us was the nightly snapshots of our servers.
Okay.
Fantastic. If we mess something up the day before, we can take it back to a certain point, redo it, and we're back and running.
Okay.
The second thing is the file level backup. Now not only do we have a global snapshot nightly of our whole vCloud and the individual servers in it, I can go into individual servers and pick out certain data that's highly critical to us or critical to my client.
Yeah.
I could take that and put that into a backup format, and not only do I have it here at Corball, all of it gets moved out to the Cheyenne location.
Yeah.
So I have the snapshots at 2 locations, I have the file level backups at 2 locations,
Yeah.
and have the virtual servers running. One of the things that we did too is we built FTP jobs to take critical data and for clients, and at night we'll take that data and move it down to their server. So not only do we have it in 3 different spots
Gotcha.
in the server running, we've got it down at their level now. So we've taken the fails,
Redundancy. You've taken it to a
new level, and even given the data back to the clients at night.
Yeah, I think that's a great point he just mentioned is the backup side of this. And make sure, we covered this in one of our other videos, is that make sure that your provider is really compatible with a virtualized environment. Whether you're dealing with VMware or any of the big players out there, you want an agentless model. You want to make sure it's not an agent model because it can utilize resources. You have security issues, and there's a lot of other components into it. But just don't forget the backup portion as it relates to going to the cloud. Thank you, Brian. That was awesome.